Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Just a quick video here because we got a lot to do today, don't we?
Yeah, we got a lot of repairs and stuff that we're working on and all kinds of stuff, but we wanted to do this real quick. I know this is an older elder's letter. You can see the letterhead there for 2016 from Mexico, but we're just now getting this.
Because, as we all know, that Jehovah's Witnesses around the world are waking up, and we've got elders that are waking up in foreign countries that have possibly had letters like this to the congregation sitting in their book bags or their personal files inbox, and these things are getting leaked. This one is of very much particular interest because it has confirmed what Kim and I have been saying for a long time. This organization is nothing more than a real estate business masquerading as a religion. And the thing is that, as we've said before, the Jehovah's Witnesses do not recognize that Jehovah is the organization.
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to put the scan up because I don't want Watchtower to shut us down. But, you know, we know some have done videos in the XJW community. It's like, oh, well, I don't see it. You know, I don't see all this property, you know, being sold. And I just don't see what Mike and Kim are saying about them diminishing. But with this elder's letter, you know, I think it shows that even back in 2016, they were gearing up to become a real estate empire.
Yeah, and there again, you've got to look at this from a business perspective, and the cash flow that any business would need to operate has to be a hands-on type cash flow. And since so many people are waking up and still remaining inside as PMOs, that cash flow is still not there. So Watchtower has to go to other means to get that cash flow, and the other means is the selling of properties.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully this is just another piece of evidence to show, you know, that, like I said, that even back in 2016 they were gearing up to start selling off their property. Okay, I'm going to read this. To the bodies of elders, regarding cancellation of approval for bodies of elders to sell properties. Dear brothers.
So basically, you know, up until this particular time, the bodies of elders could decide to sell a property. But now Watchtower has taken that authority away from them and relegated it right back to the, you know, governing idiots.
Well, I know, for an example, when we were in Cottonwood, Arizona, someone donated a lot to the congregation. And it was the elders that, you know, cleaned it up and put it up for sale and sold it and just kept the money. Well, now that was taken out of the elders' hands.
Yeah.
So now it is, you know, in control of the governing body. And I
Right.
think this proves that. All right, going on to read the letter. In the past, some elders were assigned to assist with the sale of real estate or properties that were donated to the worldwide work. Since these assets belong to Jehovah, it cannot rightly be said that they belong to any individual or congregation, regardless of what its legal title may indicate.
So now there again, just to reiterate what I've said before, in the minds of Jehovah's Witnesses, Jehovah isn't Almighty God. It is the organization.
Yeah. The governing body is interested in optimizing resources that are dedicated for pure worship.
Pure worship, right.
Oh,
I got it.
If that is an
I got
oxymoron.
It is an oxymoron.
With this in mind, the Worldwide Department of Real Estate is...
What? What? The Worldwide
Department of Real Estate. So, if a religion is not a real estate empire selling a bunch of properties, then why would they need a department specifically for real estate?
Speechless.
I know.
Just speechless.
Okay, I'm going to reread that. With this in mind, the Worldwide Department of Real Estate is responsible for administering the use of properties and the sale of real estate. Therefore, all approved sales of real estate that you received in the past have been canceled. Please remove any advertisements or signs that indicate a property is for sale and wait until a representative of World Headquarters communicates directly with you to give further direction on this matter. The letter dated March 26, 2014 to all bodies of elders mentions the governing body prefers that congregations not own or control property other than what is necessary for congregation meetings.
See, because the cash flow is not there, but the solid commodity property is there, sitting, doing nothing. So you sell the property, take the cash, and now you've got your cash flow to keep you going for just, a little while longer.
Well, you can also reason that if Russia knew about this,
Oh, yeah.
you
Well,
know,
it's Menlo Park, too.
because we know that several in the XJW community were sending, all of these elders' letters and information to the Russian government, for them to go after Jehovah's Witnesses.
And there's other governments going after them right now, too. Go ahead.
So I was just going to say, if they knew about this, of course they're going to try to shut him down as a religion, because in everybody's view now, this is a real estate corporation / empire.
Yeah.
This is not a religion.
And and really to sum up what's happening to Watchtower right now, dear, is that Watchtower's head is underwater and they're breathing through a straw. That ain't gonna last long.
Yeah. All right. So back to the letter. Let's see. Where was I?
Right here.
Yeah. For congregation meetings. If a congregation owns one of these properties or real estate that was donated by a brother, you should notify the branch. For each additional property, complete and send the form information regarding additional properties. They even have a form for this.
Of course.
They got a form for everything. That is available on jw.org to the inbox properties. Any inquiries regarding this matter should be sent to this inbox. And then down at the bottom it says they copied the circuit overseers into this. P.S. to circuit overseers, please verify if in your circuit there are properties that were used for Kingdom Halls or properties of the organization. If so, gather all pertinent information and promptly send it to the inbox properties. We greatly appreciate your help.
What a cry for help.
Drop the mic. I mean,
It's done. It's like I said, their head's underwater and they're breathing through a straw. And the two things that have put this organization's head underwater is years ago going to the donation arrangement and then canceling all of the congregation loans. That's their death right there.
Well, they had to do that because they were charging up to 6% interest on these loans, to congregations. Then the government was trying to step in and say, look, you're, posing as a bank and charging interest. And, they weren't paying taxes on this interest. So that's why they had to do away with that and then forgive the loans. So, I mean, you can see, they do nothing.
Money laundering business for Watchtower has just fallen by the wayside, hasn't it? Because, go ahead.
Watchtower does nothing for the benefit of people, of the members, of, the world, people out in the world.
Right.
Charity.
Nothing.
They don't do things for that. They're not a charity. They do it for their own glory, for their own benefit, and protect their own assets.
Yes. Now I want everybody.
And their asses.
Yeah, and I want everybody to stop and ponder what a racket and a scheme that the Watchtower Bible Tract Society.
Snare and racket?
Yeah, what the Watchtower Bible Tract Society has actually established. You need to think about this because Kim and I were in Cottonwood for many years, and we know that because of the area, Cottonwood, Arizona was a retirement area. So a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses retired to Cottonwood, and a lot of them had money. Okay? They had money. And Kim and I know for a fact that our congregational bank account on many occasions had, $30,000. Okay? We know because we passed resolutions to send that money to Watchtower on a condition that if we needed it, we would always get it back. Now think about what was happening. We would give Watchtower that bank account, that $30,000, and then they would turn around and loan that $30,000 to a less affluent congregation at 6% interest. That's the racket. That's the scheme that Watchtower has been using. And if you want to remain ignorant to that, that's fine. Because, like we said in a previous video, ignorance is a slave, knowledge is freedom. It's a snare and a racket. These guys are nothing but a racketeer organization. And they got caught. And their proverbial tit is in the ringer.
Yeah. And like I said, this letter here is just another nail in their coffin, another piece of evidence that, even a few years ago they were gearing up to start selling property. Because if an organization wasn't going to be doing this, why would they need their websites, about Watchtower properties up for sale, which they do.
They do.
ISBA properties, .com. And they've got several others. And why would they need a worldwide Department of Real Estate?
Yep. So it's nice to see elders waking up that have had...
Sitting on these letters.
Yep, and we're glad to have these things because all it does is it just solidifies what some of us have been saying. Now, I know some want Watchtower's doors closed tomorrow, but remember, their head's underwater and they're breathing through a straw, and you ain't going to be able to maintain that for a long time.
Yeah, it's just going to take some time.
Yes, because Kim and I talk to Jehovah's Witnesses all the time. I almost said daily, but not daily because we still
At least every weekend.
Yeah, because we still have like 300 emails in our inbox right now, and a large portion of these are from waking up Jehovah's Witnesses, asking us questions. Yeah. Maybe getting copies of letters like this. We had one just the other day asking, is it true that Watchtower was being fined, $4,000 a day? So, videos that were done months ago, maybe a year ago, Jehovah's Witnesses are just now stumbling on them, and they're coming to the ex-Jehovah's Witness community to verify that these things are happening. And guess what? Once we verify it, knowledge becomes freedom.
Yeah, because I sent him the links to, the articles that were in legitimate newspapers in the media. And even, the media was saying that the fine ended up being, over $2 million.
Jehovah's dedicated funds are being used properly. All right, yeah. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. What is it they say? Since these assets belong to Jehovah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And like Mike said, even though this letter was out from the Mexican branch
in 2016,
it went to English congregations. So, this letter is legit. And it's like, wow.
You just gotta sit and laugh.
Yeah, I mean, it's just gotten to the point to where sometimes Mike and I just get our coffee and just sit here and laugh.
That's right.
At some of this stuff, because it is so blatant anymore that... Yeah. And the thing is, how do Jehovah's Witnesses feel when we know they're watching YouTube videos?
We know that for a fact.
Watchtower, just imagine how they feel when they're donating, all of their money that they can, and living very simply and giving you the rest of their money. Yeah. When they see your governing body in a liquor store, buying $900 worth of booze, when they see you selling all of these properties and, just raking in all of this money, you know, they hear on JW broadcasts, oh, we have more going out than coming in, and they can see that you're paying millions of dollars in these child abuse cases.
But yet, here's the disconnect. We have more going out than we have coming in. Bullshit, because you have a worldwide Department of Real Estate. Come on, Jehovah's Witnesses. The evidence is right here. God almighty.
So, we have to get back to work, so we hope you guys have a great day. And our source, thank you very much for
Yes.
sending us all this.
We don't want to forget that, because
Yeah.
here again, without the sources that Kim and I have working with us, we're just two faces in front of a camera. That's all we are. We don't care whether we be on anybody's worldwide documentary. We don't care about that crap. All we care about is being able to present to you friends the evidence that Watchtower is underwater breathing through a straw.
Well, like we keep saying, you know, we've said in the past, we're just the class clowns that like to mock and use sarcasm. We're sitting in the back of the classroom, you know, we don't have to be standing up there, you know, getting all the attention. No, that's not us. We like to be soldiers down in the trenches, you know, lobbing ammunition or, you know, throwing things at Watchtower.
This is how I view it about being the class clown, is that, you know, you would be the guy, the person taking the masking tape and stretching it out on the floor, and then when the teacher walks in, the teacher catches you, and the teacher says, "What are you doing?" And you just say, "Well, I'm just taking off the tape that somebody's put down on the floor." That's all. We're just the class clowns. We're just two people in front of a camera doing our best to wake up your family members.
Yeah. And, you know, I just want to say real quick, it's just a shame that some in the community just have to keep attacking us. So what are you trying to do? Shut us down?
Of course
so
they
that
are.
we go away?
Of course.
What's going to happen then? You know, who's going to get this information out from the sources then? You know, they're just forcing, you know, ones to leave the XJW community. You know, there's several good YouTubers that have already left because of the hate.
Yeah,
and that's sad.
Because that's that indoctrination that they haven't learned to get rid of yet.
Yeah, and I just want to say that you're sadly mistaken, because Mike and I are very stubborn.
Oh, yeah.
And the more you attack us, the more we're going to be in front of the camera doing videos.
And here again, the more you want to take things out of context and do videos about Kim and I, all you're doing is making other people go and watch the entire video in context, and they're showing you're wrong.
Yeah, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
Because of videos they have mentioned, oh my goodness, views have gone up. And the emails have gone up.
They just don't get it, do they?
Yeah, and because someone that, you know, we have issues with in the XJW community, another YouTuber, did a video mentioning a certain book, because of that, they went to our eBay store and they bought every single one of those books that I had, and I had about 12 of them. They bought every single one of them. So thank you very much, you know, because all you're doing is advertising us and getting people to go check out, you know, our videos to see what the big fuss is about.
Yeah, let's listen to Mike and Kim in full context. Yeah, thank you guys.
So thank you guys. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So anyhow, thanks for listening. I hope this information helps a lot of you Jehovah's Witnesses really begin to see what's going on, and I hope it helps those that are, you know, thinking they're studying with a loving organization. And there's another YouTube video out there that if I can get a hold of the person that did it today, I'm going to ask for permission to do it. And if he gives me permission, it will absolutely validate exactly what I've been saying about the mental condition of some of these Jehovah's Witnesses. I'm not going to stereotype, but Kim and I know that this mental condition exists among many current Jehovah's Witnesses. There we go.
You need more coffee.
Yes.
Yeah, because I even came in the room when he was watching it, and he and I said, "What did he just say?" And he rewound it, and we actually rewound it and listened to it 3 times because this was shocking to us.
Yeah.
So
hopefully I can get permission to
Yeah.
use part of this, and
hopefully we can get our little repair jobs done today so that we can get that video done, you know.
Yes.
But anyway, just know that we love you guys, and thank you for watching and subscribing.
hang in there.
Yeah, hang in there, and may you have peace on your journey. Love you. Bye.